Hello everyone, we're out on the range today, the Kentucky Patriot here. So glad you stopped by, so glad you joined us. I've been promising for a while to get out here and try my best to do another 454 Casull video. Several of you's asked, several of you's commented, and that's what we're going to do today. I'm sorry if it's a little bit redundant. We got some of the same targets, but we're going to try to mix it up a little bit. I do have some reloads that I'm going to try out. I've got the semi-wad cutters and the full wad cutters that Loads of Bacon had casted for me, but this time instead of shooting it with 32 grains of H110 powder, I'm going to be shooting it with a max load of 36 grains of H110 powder. And anything you see on here, I'm going to tell you, don't try this at home. We're going to load it to the max. I'm not telling you to do this. You are responsible for your own reloading. You're responsible for your own shooting safety. Like I said, this is just for entertainment purposes only. We're excited to be out here, excited to be on the range today. Let's get to some shooting. And we're out here today with our Ruger Super Blackhawk chambered in 454 Casull. And I think what we're going to do is I'm going to shoot this first with the semi-wad cutter with 32 grains of H110 powder, and then shoot the same drill that shoot another water jug with 32 grains of H110 with a full wad cutter, and then we're going to step it up and try shooting them with the semi-wad cutter and full wad cutter with 36 grains of H110, and we'll see if we can see a difference. It might be hard to tell with water jugs. I know this is not an exact science, but this will be it. First up, like I said, 32 grains H110 semi-wad cutter against this water jug. Let's see what happens. Wow. We're going to try it again. 32 grain H110 full wad cutter against this water jug. Let's see what happens. And again, pardon for a little bit of redundancy, but those were the rounds that you'd see me shoot if you watched the last 454 Casull video that we done. Now this is going to be the same drill, but this is the max load. And again, don't try this at home, but this is the max load that they recommend. And I talked to Loads of Bacon about this. He's a wealth of information. I believe this is a compressed load. Reloaders know what I'm talking about. Maybe it's not, but it looks like it's a compressed load. So again, anything you see on here, you know, just be careful. You do it at your own risk. But now this is the same drill. First, this is the semi-wad cutter, and this is 36 grains of H110. And we're at pretty close range, but I absolutely got soaked on the last one. Got my glasses soaked. These are actually my prescription glasses, so my wife cleaned it off for me because his shirt was soaked. But anyway, we're having a blast. We appreciate you watching. Let's see what happens. Watch the camera. See if you can tell a difference between 32 and 36 grains of powder. And this is the semi-wad cutter against a water jug. As you can see, I am absolutely soaked. It's not raining out here. You can see the sky's blue. It's beautiful out here. The sun's starting to set, so we are getting a little bit of shade. But this is all water just as a result from shooting those water jugs. And me and my wife measured. We got a real tape measure this time in case you've watched the Using Tree with as cover with Paul Harrell. But I used a real tape measure this time. And this is 16 feet away, and I'm not getting a mist. I'm getting absolutely drenched. Not complaining. I'm having a blast. But this time, 36 grains, H110, full wad cutter, courtesy of Loads of Bacon. He cast these bullets, smelled them to me. I reloaded them. So, Loads of Bacon, appreciate you, pal. Here we go. I debated, because I've only got one of these 5-gallon buckets, whether to shoot factory loads, whether to shoot reloads. I talked to my wife whether I shoot a 32 grain, whether I should shoot the max load 36 grain. what I decided was to go ahead and shoot a max load 36 grain semi wad cutter instead of the full wad cutter. And the reason being, I think semi wad cutters would probably be what most people are familiar with, what most people have. Like I said, I've never seen anybody, I've never heard of anybody, I didn't know of anybody ever having or shooting or being able to even buy from the factory a full wad cutter. The only reason I had them is because Loads of Bacon made them for me. So I think the semi wad cutter will be more realistic of what probably people have. And I believe his name's B&G. He's been a friend of the channel, real nice fella, and he's been asked a couple times about the 454, and we talked about it a little bit. And I told him I was going to shoot the 5-gallon bucket for him, so here we go. I'm going to try to get a good shot because I only got one of these, so let's see how it works. This is really pretty phenomenal. This is 5 gallons of water, so you can do the math. I think the water's a little over 8 pounds a gallon. And it hit it and picked it up, and complete pass through. You can see the damage it's done. And this is with a revolver now, so that's why I'm a big 454 Casull fan. It's just a lot of fun, a lot of power, a lot of enjoyment, and I appreciate you watching. I can't stress enough how much I think of you guys, commenting, the friendships that we've made, and all you guys, you like Loads of Bacon reloading these, Alaskan Ballistics, Paul Harrell, all you guys have done videos with me, like, those guys I just mentioned, and Scott, and from Kentucky Ballistics and Buffalo. I mean, I wouldn't have known these guys went for this little small YouTube channel, so I appreciate each and every one of you. And I think before we leave today, I've got some factory loads. I'm gonna try some factory loads and see how they compare with the reloads, just with 1 gallon of water. And I know this don't show deep penetration because I'm about out of water. This won't be the end-all, be-all ballistics testing of the 454, but we had a lot of fun today. So let's shoot a couple more water jugs and see how it goes. All right, we're gonna try this water jug with a factory load. This is the Federal Premium A-frame Swift, 300 grain. Let's try it out against water jug number 1 here, and let's see if you can tell a difference in the mist or the hydrostatic shock or whatever compared to those reloads. Same drill, except this time, this is the factory load again, but this is the Hornady 300 grain jacketed hollow point round. Let's see how it does against this water jug. And we want to stress safety. Always wear safety glasses, always wear ear protection regardless of the caliber. Now we are shooting a piece of a cinder block here, so please use eye protection. Like I said, do not try this at home, but we're going to try again. Since I didn't get to shoot the full wad cutter with the 5-gallon jug, I'm going to try the full wad cutter 36 grain against this cinder block here, a piece of a cinder block. Let's see how she does. We're going to try another piece of a cinder block, this time 36 grain semi-wad cutter, but again, still 36 grain. All the powders I've used today are the same. It's the H110. That's all I use for the 454 Casull. But here we're going to try it again, cinder block. I stepped back just maybe a half step or a step than what I was shooting 16 feet because pieces of that come back flying pretty hard. Wasn't painful, didn't hurt me, didn't hurt my wife, but we were hit, so I moved back just a little bit, so it's not exactly an apples to apples comparison to the last round. I understand that, but we're not out here trying to prove or disprove anything today. Literally, we're just out here on the range today having just a joyous time and just bringing you along with us. So if you notice, I stepped back on this shot and say, hey, that wasn't a fair comparison. Like I said, we're not comparing anything as far as trying to prove or disprove anything. We're just out here enjoying life, and I hope you enjoy this too. But let's try this round, cinder block, see what happens. That was even worse. And again, we appreciate you watching. We actually have already made a couple of videos on the 454 Casull, and I hadn't really planned on making another one because I love to shoot it. I enjoy getting out, but I really wasn't planning on filming. The reason we did is just simply for you guys. You guys asked us to, and we are more than happy to. So if you have a certain idea of a caliber or gun or ballistics testing or a certain target you want us to try, now we've had a lot of great comments, great ideas, and I'm not trying to pick favorites, but we can't get to everybody. So if you have a great idea and I didn't get to it, please don't get hurt at me. But if you have an idea, we will do our best. And like this one, it took us a while to get to it because I'm not complaining, but kids are in extracurricular activities, and just life gets busy, and we got to have a babysitter because most of the time the kids don't want to come up here and do this. So we do love to do videos. It's our pleasure to do videos. So I'm not making excuses, but if you had an idea and we haven't got to it, it may be in the works, or if you want to remind us, we've got a lot of good ideas. But feel free to leave your anything that you have in mind in the comments below. But as always, please keep it family friendly. We got a lot of kids that watch this channel. But we appreciate you, and we want to thank you. And we've got a Facebook page now. We ask that you check it out, like, share, subscribe with your, tell your friends, subscribe to our channel, and we do all this just for you. Like I said, so if you have a comment, if you have a question, if you have something you'd like to see, something you wish we'd have done different, like I said, we're open to constructive criticism because this channel's for you. It's all about you. It always has been. We appreciate you. Thanks again to my wife, my camera woman. She come out here and braved the elements with us, and all the water and the concrete pieces flying, and we appreciate you, appreciate all my friends. May God bless you. The Kentucky Patriot, signing off.